Good morning. This is the Chaplain's Devotion for Tuesday, September the 22nd. I am the Good Shepherd. I know my own, and my own know me. Just as my Father knows me, I know my Father. John 10:14 and 15. I am sure at some point we have had to stop your car and wait patiently as a mama duck or goose marches proudly in her own time across the road, with her chicks lined up behind her. They have imprinted upon their mother and follow her wherever she goes. The peak hours for imprinting occur within 12 to 24 hours of when they hatched. After that, the chicks are not as open to imprinting. Perhaps you've seen some pictures of chicks following kindly dogs as they would a mama duck. This is because during the first 12-hour window, the chicks have been exposed to the dog. And if for some reason the mama is not available, they imprint onto this furry friend. This is similar to the way sheep follow a shepherd. They know their shepherd's voice and won't follow a stranger. Jesus calls himself the Good Shepherd and speaks of how he knows his own and his own know him. Like a baby duckling, we learn to recognize Jesus' voice and imprint upon him. I believe no matter how young we are, even as babies, when we hear a voice of love, we begin to process of imprinting unto Christ because Christ is love. Fortunately, unlike the ducklings, we have been given just a small window of time to do this. Sometimes we don't learn how to recognize Jesus' voice until even later years. But whenever we learn, we feel that deeply abiding attachment as a baby to her mother, a shepherd to its sheep, or a sheep to its shepherd. How do we recognize Jesus' voice? I have found that I have to put on my I have found that I have to put my self-centered clamoring aside to discern what voices in my life call me away from the living a life of love, mercy, and compassion. Only then can I hear. Jesus told his followers, I am the Good Shepherd. The Good Shepherd lays down his life for his sheep. God's love is self-sacrificial. We recognize the presence of God wherever we encounter his kind of love as we grow stronger and stronger in faith. We not only follow Jesus through recognizing his love, but it so imprints on our hearts that we learn how to live it out in our own lives. Daily prayer. Shepherding God. We give you thanks for your claim us that you claim us as your flock, and pray that we may continue to recognize your voice in our lives. Amen.